And welcome on in to another episode, Wild with Terry and Friends, Hockey Edition. I'm Terry, Nick beside me, Weapon X down below, and Rob Brindamore there who doesn't look too impressed, and occupancy as well. Welcome on in, everybody, and let's just jump right into it here. Let's jump right into the first game. Calgary is in Chicago. Minus 320 for the Flames, plus 260 for the Blackhawks, a total of 6.5. Obviously, I'm looking at the Flames here to win this game. Minus 320 is obviously a huge price. I have not got anything officially in this game. I'll be looking at props after. I'm very tempted to go back to Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk. I had him. So I did my points parlay yesterday, and or I think it was yesterday or Saturday. I can't even remember now. But I wanted to put Tkachuk in there. He was plus 1.5 like it was 1.5 points he had to get, and I'm like, oh, do I really want to put that in a parlay? And I did it, and luckily he cashed. It cashed. That was an exciting Flames game. I was watching it. It was 1-0 Yotes, and I'm thinking, oh shit, like this is not looking good. And then Calgary just absolutely destroyed them in the second period. It wasn't even
a casual 6-goal period.
It wasn't even like
it was. I think 7 actually.
No, 7 was the Blues.
7 was 7 was the Blues. Yeah, it was something insane.
Yeah, if there are any Arizona fans out there, they were devastated. They were devastated after that game because that was just absolutely horrible. But I'm sure they exist. I'm sure there's some.
They exist.
Connor Bedard, 2023. You still have hope, guys. Coyote fans.
But back to this game. I like the Flames here. I'll be looking at player props after the game. I'm looking at the Flames team total over 4.5 at plus money. Very tempted by that. Chicago's goaltending, we know what it is. Flames and over. I might look at that as well. Nick, any thoughts here? Flames and Blackhawks?
Yeah, this one I do have a play on, and I'm kind of worried about it. I don't know what it is, but this has one of those feels where this could be a letdown spot for Calgary. But I am on Calgary team total over 3.5. They have been putting up goals as of late. They've been putting up expected goals as of late. 8 of their last 10, at least 3. And when we look at Chicago, they've given up at least 3 goals in 9 of their last 10 games. So this team is this Chicago team is giving up goals. If we come back tomorrow and this game is 5-4 Blackhawks, I'm not surprised, to be completely honest. And I would caution people playing the puck line with Calgary tonight, because I can easily see this being similar to when the Blackhawks played the Predators, where it was a 4-3 game. So that's why I end up going with the team total over 3.5 rather than a puck line in this game or whatever, because I can see this being like one of those sketchy games where they win only by 1. So I went with Calgary's team total over rather than the puck line. So that's where I'm at for that game.
All right. Weapon X, you said shoe. I know you meant show, but hopefully Mr. Garcia isn't Carlos isn't around, because when he sees the word shoe, he's probably gonna go crazy about.
Yeah, no, I meant.
Well, has Money Mac returned since that?
No, he's been kind of MIA. We haven't really seen him.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Hey, if Money Mac comes back on the show, we'll do a shoot. How's that? But yeah, I was saying show because obviously, like usual, Andy and Ryan are nowhere to be found. Talk their shit. So yeah.
We think here Flames and Blackhawks. Weapon X.
Yeah, I'm not sorry, Nick, but I'm not worried. As soon as I saw Lankinen getting the start tonight. I took that puck line and I parlayed it with the Canes puck line, and that's at plus 210, 205, depending on what books you get. And I put a full unit on that because I'm feeling it's a puck night kind of night tonight. Not in all the games, but some of these games you just can't. It's the metrics are there, the eye test is there. I know the Blackhawks can score goals, but they're actually better at scoring goals in first period away than they are at home. So they get shelled in first period at home. And I think with the Flames, the coach is not gonna let him take a day off. Obviously, even the last game when they were winning, what they won 9-2. He was livid in the third period with literally 5 minutes left. He was like, "What is this bullshit?" And he's like talking to his players. What was that bullshit in the corner? Like, this guy does not take a minute off, and does
No,
not
that's what you love about
let his
him.
players take a minute off. It's just the way he is, Sutter. So the other thing I like the Kachuk angle. I personally have him for 2 points, and I have Elias Lindholm and him to score their 40th goal tonight against the Shithawks. I think we do see goals. I think this is probably going to be more of a 6-4, 7-4 game for the Flames. Lankinen is just really bad in nets. Delia has looked decent, but Lankinen has been complete dog shit. There's nothing else to say about that. And I do have a Kachuk special, so the two brother Kachuks are playing today. I put a full unit on both of them to get at least a point. That's plus 127, and I have maybe a quarter unit on both of them to get 2 points tonight, and that one is at plus 867. So you guys know I'm big on props, especially late in the year now. So that's it. Not much to say.
Interesting. I like it. Yeah, I mentioned that in the group chat too yesterday about Sutter. The Flames were like scoring and scoring and scoring, and they show him on the bench, and he just looks so angry. And it's like your team is like scoring a whole bunch of goals, and you look like somebody just punched you in the face, and you're like really angry. So it's just like interesting. But occupancy, Flames and Blackhawks. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, hey guys, thanks everyone in the chat, and yeah, make sure to hit like, subscribe. Yeah, looking at these hockey games tonight. Just trying to make money. That's why I'm here. I feel like I'm always kind of cornered into this money line over parlay. I get plus 142 for the Flames and the over 6.5. It was at a 6 last night, so I kind of kicking myself a tiny bit for not betting that. But plus money. Look, I mean, the Blackhawks are what they are, but they still have Patrick Kane and DeBrincat and company. I mean, Strome, they can still score goals. And just looking at their recent form, losing 3-4 to the Preds, they beat the Sharks 5-4, and then 5-2 against the Kings in a loss. Like, even the Dallas game went to 10 goals, and it's Dallas. So I don't know. I feel like Chicago, metrics say what they will, but I feel like Chicago overs are kind of happening. Yeah, you can come in and get cold tonight. It is what it is. I'm not going to be going crazy and saying, hey guys, let's go, get all the change you can get and get it on the Flames over 6.5 parlay. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying just for a look on the card, I think that's just what I'm going to go with tonight.
All right. And we'll get to Bednar's team right now. The Washington Capitals are in Colorado facing the Avalanche. Plus 172 for the Capitals, minus 205 for the Avalanche. Total of 7. You can also find some 6.5s. So if you're wanting the under, take the 7. If you want the over, take the 6.5s. For me in this one, I'm taking the draw. I think we get a close game here. I'm liking a draw in this one. The Capitals are a heavily draw team, especially at certain times. I think in a game like this, I think we could honestly get. I think it could be a 3-3. I think it could be a 3-3 overtime game. The total could push, and I think this is going to be a close game. If it's not a close game, then it'll be an Avalanche minus 1.5 or minus 2.5 game. I don't see the Capitals winning this, but I'm taking a chance with the draw of the plus money. Nick, Capitals and Avalanche. Any thoughts here?
I'd actually lean with the dog in this game. If I'm going to a side in this one, I believe the Avalanche just locked up the Central Division and the number 1 overall seed, so they don't really have too much to play for. And this Capitals team, I mean, they've been playing a little bit better as of late. I don't have a play on the side. I have a play on the total. I like the under 7 in this one. I think we can see more of a defensive style playoff hockey game with these two teams. The only thing that really makes me a little bit worried about that is it's Ilya Samsonov and it's not Vitek Vanacek. But Darcy Kemper is someone I trust to keep a game under a little bit. And I'd actually prefer this game under if Colorado scores a couple first. So they can get that 1-0, 2-0 lead and just sit on it, hopefully, and win a 3-1 game, 4-1 game. But I think Washington is a live underdog in this game. But I like the under more than anything in this one.
Oh, interesting. Weapon X, Capitals against your Avalanche.
I thought I was going to go last, but it's okay. I can go now. I personally like the Avalanche and the over 6.5. I think we should go in this one. Samson on the Nets. What can I say? We're not playing on any back-to-backs like we did against the Devils. That was really kind of shitty to watch that game. We didn't do much. We're coming off a really, really solid game against the Canes. So both of those teams were rolling 100 miles an hour. The Caps have been playing their best hockey of the year, honestly, if you look at their last, 10 games. I just think this is where it stops. And your overtime play is not a bad play. I think it could end in overtime. It's just going to depend how good Samsonov's going to look in nets. Because we are missing Devon Taves, but I don't think that's such a big loss compared to if we were missing Makar, for example, on the back end. But Devon Taves is leading the league in plus and minus. So that's where the Capitals might be able to put up some goals. I did say it was a puck night kind of night, but I didn't say I was going to take the Avalanche puck line. That's not what I said. So for all those people who were expecting me to take the Avs puck line at the price it is at, no, I'm not going to take that. The Avalanche over 6.5 and a money line is plus 150 play, plus 165 depending on where you get it. So I think it ends around 7 goals in a game like tonight. I got a couple of props in there. So that's that.
All right. Yeah, Caps games have been going over for the most part, so I would lean with the over as well. Occupancy, Caps and Avalanche. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, Terry. There are 2 teams in the NHL that I put up a yellow flag for, and that are the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Washington Capitals. Both teams have the ability to turn it on whenever the fuck they want. And both teams have the ability to say, I really don't care what happens tonight. We're just seeing it time and time again. So am I getting really too excited about any bets in this game? Absolutely not. I originally thought maybe the Caps had a chance, but then as I dug a little deeper, it's just not a Colorado team I think any money against is that safe at home. It's just not a really bet I'd be super happy about. I think if you do like the Caps, you maybe take a shot at plus a half a goal in the first or something like that. But my book doesn't let me parlay this, but I wish I could parlay the Avs money line with the first period draw. But again, I know there are books that you can probably parlay that if you look hard enough. But mine I can't. So look, I'm gonna go with the Avalanche, and the over I think is fine with me, honestly, in this one. Kemper was confirmed. Is that correct?
Yes. Kemper
Yeah. So
and Samsonov.
yeah, that hurts the over a tiny bit more, but I don't know. It may end up being a pass, but definitely leaning Colorado here now.
All right. We'll jump into the next one here. The Carolina Hurricanes are taking on Arizona. Minus 480 for the Canes, plus 370 for the Yotes here. A total of 6.5. This Arizona team, right now, it's best just to take the puck line, the super puck line, what is it called? The triple
The
super
Mega puck line.
Yeah, just take whatever you can get against this like
the ladder puck line. Let's just call it that.
Yeah, just ladder it up.
And of course, so the Yotes are of course like not only are they playing absolutely horrible, but now they're getting this Hurricanes team who should be pretty pissed off here, and they're coming in here to face this Yotes team. This is going to be a dangerous game for Yotes fans. I think this could be a scary. I think this could be like eight plus goals. I could see a lot of goals here coming from the Hurricanes in this one. So nothing officially for me yet. I'm looking at the -2.5 at plus money, and I'm very tempted. I'll probably also have obviously a lot of Hurricanes players and point parlays if I can find any at half a point. But yeah, the Hurricanes should absolutely roll here. Nick, what do you think here? Hurricanes and Yotes.
Yeah, I think you typed it in wrong into the banner here. It's the Carolina Hurricanes and it's the Tucson Roadrunners at this point, because this team is playing like an AHL team, and I expect nothing less of that. And that's exactly where I went there, Donnie. Carolina -1.5. I got it -135 last night. I got the 2.5 at +115, and I got the 3.5 at +310 for a half a unit. Whenever I see the Roadrunners on the schedule now on the slate, I'm just going to look to take 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 against them, and move on with my day. And I also, I saw this last. I actually cashed out the one bet, and I rebet it at better odds. Originally, I had it at +525 for both teams to score in regulation. No, but I ended up betting Arizona, or my bad, the Roadrunners exact score 0 at +650 for a quarter unit. So I think this is a 6, 7, 8-0 game. And I described that Flames game when they played the Flames a couple days ago, and I believe Bleed agreed with me here on this one. It felt like we were back at the Winter Olympics again, but taking Team Canada -8.5 goals. Like it felt like one of those games where you could have done that and been fine. So yeah, this Roadrunners team is not a team I'm just looking to fade every single way, shape, and form I can the rest of the season. So yeah, I laddered it.
All right. Can't talk you off that. Weapon X, Hurricanes against the Yotes.
Yeah.
Do the Yotes stand a chance here?
I mean, all jokes aside, guys, it just is what it is. You look at that roster, how many players can you actually recognize? Most of them that you can recognize should be retired by now. Those players should be somewhere enjoying their I don't know why they're still playing, honestly. The only angle here I could see, yes, I like the whole ladder thing. Personally, I'm as a straight up play, I'm on the -2.5 for the Canes at plus money. That's +120 or +125 depending on the book. Right? I'm not mistaken. What was that, Calgary? Let me see. Yeah. So Carolina -2.5 at +122. The other angle you could do is if we get another low-scoring first period where the Coyotes actually come out and somehow keep it low-scoring, and the Canes have been known to not score much in the first period and score later on in games, then you can play that live puck line, or you can play that live super puck line and get even better odds, or even the over, because at that point the line's going to fall down and you probably hit an over 5.5, over 6. The best value for this game. Hey, what's up, Nate? I mean, that's not a bad play either, my brother. It's just in case there's no goals in the first period, like I'm thinking, you could also live play that. But again, Sebastian Aho should have a field day on the score sheet with Svechnikov. They should get secondary scoring here because we know they need it. Anderson is he out for the season now?
I don't know, but it's
he'll be fine.
No, I think he pulled a groin. I don't think it's as bad as people are saying. But
but he's not going to be available.
They'll rest him for a while. He'll be.
They'll
fine.
probably rest him. So Ranta should still be decent enough. I think he was actually really good in that last period against the Avs. That game was a lot closer than people give credit to the Kings. So I'll just be saying that I watched that game from beginning to end. That was one of the most entertaining games I've ever seen. So. Yeah, it's the reality. It is. It's the Canes super puck line, and look at props. Look at Svechnikov. One of those guys might get a hat trick.
All right. Occupancy, Hurricanes and Yotes. What do you think here?
Yeah, open to getting talked off this one, but I'm just gonna go with Carolina on the money line plus the over 6 at plus 123, 125, 120 at some books. I'm sure you have your reasons, and I have mine. I mean, this Carolina Hurricanes team, they're not bad. They know how to play. They're pretty good. Yeah, they're on a 2-game losing streak. I'm not super worried. Do I think they bounce back tonight? My bad. Are you guys still there?
Yeah,
we can hear
get
you.
right spot of all get right spots.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Just checking. Yeah, I really like. This game is what it is. Yeah, I'm not super excited again. But that's just what's gonna make my card. So if I cash it, cool.
Hey, you don't have to go super involved in a game. Sometimes one bet is good.
Yeah.
You don't have to stack. Nick has to go.
Yep.
So 3 games left. Rapid fire. What do you think? New Jersey and Vegas.
Yeah, this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion. I'm on the under 6.5 in this game with Vegas and New Jersey. I think this could be like a 4-1 type of Vegas win.
All right, Ottawa, Seattle, the game of the night.
Oh yeah, marquee match of the evening, and I think it's actually going to be a very entertaining game. Give me over 6 in this spot here. I think we see goals on both sides.
All right, and Dallas and Vancouver.
This one I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with. The more and more I looked at it, I ended up going with Dallas here on the money line. I just took them to win this game. They've been playing better expected goals wise, and this is just a spot here where I think Dallas could get the win.
All right. Thanks for coming, Nick. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace out, Nick.
And we will all go into this game here. New Jersey is in Vegas, plus 285 for the Devils, minus 355 for the Golden Knights, a total of 6.5. Vegas minus 355. That's kind of a lot. However, they are obviously on the bubble of making the playoffs, 3 points behind. This is do or die. They have to win this game. They cannot lose this game. If Vegas loses this game, they are not going to make the playoffs. So that is what I'm assuming the players are thinking. I'm assuming the players are going to be motivated. But this is do or die. Nothing yet for me here. I have to disagree with Nick. I would go with Vegas and over in a parlay. If I was going to look at something in this, maybe I'll get to some props. Probably Eichel if he's at half a point. They changed up the lines. It'll be Eichel with I should have that up. Dadonov is on the second line with Pacioretty, and then on the first line it's Eichel with Stone and somebody that I can't remember right now. But
is that on NHL.com?
No, I saw it posted somewhere. You can also see it probably on Daily Face Off. They probably have it updated on the lineups. But yeah, they changed up their lineups a little bit going in this game. Occupancy, what do you think here? Devils and Golden Knights?
I think the Las Vegas Golden Knights win this hockey game. That's a look I had on Saturday, and Edmonton said no. You're no Vegas money line today. Good for them. It's a wagon. Yeah, I'm gonna get back on as well for Edmonton as well. Love that hockey team. Yeah, how do you get in on this kind of game? That's the tricky part here. You could go minus a half in the first. I don't hate it. I don't expect Dawes to pitch a shutout, but Leonard coming back from what he was, I don't expect him to pitch a shutout necessarily either. So there's just juice everywhere. You can't even really look anywhere on. Listen, minus 125 for the Vegas race to 4 honestly might have to be the way you go about it if you're on Bovada. When you just look at prices, yeah, that's like pretty safe looking one. I think if the Devils do try to be upset spoilers tonight, yeah, maybe they. I can't see Vegas going down 4-0 at any point in this game, or I don't know. But listen, I got to get creative with this. I don't have a play on it yet, but a couple looks and I'll get something on the card.
Yeah, a lot of these games are priced like really, like these favorites are really big favorites tonight. Weapon X, any thoughts here? Devils and Golden Knights.
Yeah, y'all know how I feel about the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm happy to see them where they are. I think they might be the one that screws puck line, and I know a lot of people have that in their in their parlays, and I think that might be the one that ruins it. Why? Because no matter how many guys they've gotten back, they're still a very poor defensive team. And as bad as the Devils are missing Jack Hughes for the season, who's probably one of the quickest guys on the ice, they still actually can put up goals. They're pretty good on high danger chances. They can push up pace. They surrender a lot of goals, yes, but so does Vegas. So I think I'm with you on that, Terry, with the over and the possibly Vegas money line here. They are going to be desperate. They do need this win to stay alive in that playoff hunt. And at the end of the season, the Devils are on the road. If they come dressed all in gold, I may have a Devils money line ticket just for the shits and giggles, because you're gonna wear all gold, bro, on the ice. Like, seriously, come on.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Melissa, I think, was tracking those golden helmets. I can't remember.
yeah, and for props here, I would go with probably the line with Marcia. So Marcia's line has been pretty good against the Devils historically. I think it's one of the lines that has the best chemistry.
That's who's
that
on the
team.
top line. Sorry to interrupt, but that's who's on the top line with Eichel and Stone.
Oh, okay. So, wow.
Marcia's
Okay, yeah. So then that line should get on the score sheet. Yeah, I love even more Marcia. So now, that he's on the tap. On the
Yeah,
top line.
Eichel and Stone are two good players to play with.
Yeah, Stone is a playmaker. He's one of the best playmakers in the league. It's what he is. So, yeah.
And we'll jump into the game of the night here. Ottawa plus 102 is in Seattle, minus 120, a total of 6. Seattle is a favorite in this game. I bet Seattle a little bit at the beginning of the season until I realized exactly what kind of team they are currently. And then, as people have said, the Kraken steal coin. I've watched the Kraken steal plenty of coin from the people who bet on them, and I refuse to let that happen to me. So, if anything, I'd be looking at Ottawa at plus money, but I'm not touching this game. This is a 1-800-GAMBLER game. But no, obviously there'll be people that'll find things to bet in it. If I end up doing some player point parlays, Josh Norris for Ottawa, he's been getting points for a long time. He's been getting a lot of points lately. So
And
there is something right there to bet in this game. If you're interested in the player points, I would put Josh Norris in a parlay if you're doing that. Occupancy, what do you think here? Sens and Kraken.
Yeah, Terry, originally this game, I was just going to pass, but now that I look at it a little more, I kind of lean with the Kraken. And I just want to point out, I feel like the level of competition that the Kraken have gotten wins against in April, at least. They're able to beat Dallas. They're able to beat the Blackhawks. They're able to beat the Kings at the end of February, end of March. So it was kind of a long time ago, but still. And the Senators basically beat the Red Wings, Canadians, and the Red Wings. And then they got the one in Boston, which is what it is. But just when I look at these teams, I don't want to talk about this too much, but the Senators are kind of like that, that organization. They got all these players. They've, been going to practice. It's like the squad they're trying to build, and the Kraken are just like a bunch of guys who are playing hockey together. And when the Kraken have won games, they've just looked like pretty good doing that style. And playing a bunch of these, tonight I have 3 now where I'm favorited plus the over. So I need to kind of like spread something out a little more different with that. So yeah, I think Kraken on the money line is a pretty good value for a team that yeah, I mean, they are what they are, but I think they get the edge here. That's just me.
All right. Weapon X, Sens and Kraken. Any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think the Senators got their number. I think the Senators will end up winning. I just can't back the Sens at even money. I would need that plus money. So what I'm gonna do is I already have Josh Norris in a lot of props. I have him to score definitely. So I have this him to score and Sens money line is at plus 250. So I'm gonna go with that. I think that line is gonna go off tonight. And is it Anton Forsberg that's in nets?
Yeah.
Okay, so Anton has been confirmed. I
Mhm.
like it even more. If it was Gustafsson, I probably would have laid off. I just think out of those 4 goalies that are in that building tonight, he's by far the most consistent one, and he's been the one that's been getting wins for the Senators all year long, especially on the road. So give me that play plus 250 for Sens money line and Josh Norris to score a goal. He's got 3 against the Kraken, if I'm not mistaken. Um, 2 or 3. I think he's got 3.
Well, yeah, you only would have played them once, so
Yeah, so I think 2 or 3 he's got, and Kachuk has a goal and assist. So I think that line in general is going to be alive. Yeah,
all right.
that's it.
We will go on here to the final game of the night. The Stars minus 112 are in Vancouver minus 104. Total 5.5. The group chat got a little lively earlier in this game, which is all good. It's good to keep things lively, but there's some disagreements in this one.
It's a healthy disagreement.
I like the Stars here. I know Vancouver's been winning as of late, but Dallas is do or die in the playoffs. They're right on the edge there. Vegas is obviously right behind, not too far away. Vancouver, I think they're pretty much out. I don't think they've been officially mathematically eliminated yet, but they're pretty much out, and I think they know it. So I think the Stars come in here and get the win. Something's also telling me to go with the draw on this one as well. So we'll have to see if I get to it here after the show. I may, but I think the Stars squeak out a win here, 3-2. That's my prediction. Occupancy, Stars and Canucks. Any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, Terry. Thanks for having me on the show and everything. When I first looked at the card, I was all over Vancouver. Absolutely, no questions. I haven't kept up to date with the injury report. Terry, can you confirm that Bo Horvat is out?
Yeah,
He's been out.
Yeah, so that changes this whole thing for me. In addition to Niels Hoglander not coming out and Besser being still hurt, and not just him, obviously, but like that kind of like where those guys are now not on the squad. Yeah, the honestly the best bet I could probably give just for value in all this game. This is gonna be a good game to watch, and hey, maybe you're watching the first period and you kind of like how one team's playing, and maybe you just go on a money line live. Like there's definitely an art and a science to live betting, and that is what it is. But look, for a pregame bet, the best odds that I'm seeing are the first period draw, plus 170. If both teams are feeling each other out, and you're just like trading chances, and Ottinger and Thatcher. I looked at their stats for this year, and they're actually really even. Like they're pretty dang close. It was like a 918 save percentage versus a 915 save percentage, and like a 2.4 versus a 2.6 goals against. They're pretty neck and neck. If those are going to be the starters tonight, again.
Besser, I think, is in. I think Besser has been.
Besser came back?
Yep.
Okay,
I see him on the starting lineup here.
Okay, no, dude. I mean, I still think Vancouver could win. I mean, I'm not saying it's complete abandon of Vancouver, but I just didn't know the news from that Thursday injury. Anyway, I'll probably end up betting this game live or kind of seeing what's up. But for a look, I think that first period draw at plus 170 is an interesting look.
All right. Something inside is telling me to bet the draw as my best bet in this game. So I did have a different best bet typed in, and I'll have to think here quickly because Weapon X is up. What do you think here, Stars and Canucks?
Yeah, for me, I'm all over the Canucks tonight. I know we're on different sides tonight. Sorry, Nate, but I'm be fading the Stars tonight on the road in Vancouver, where Vancouver has had their number. I know Horvat's a pretty big loss, but they still have JT Miller, who's been a Stars killer. He has I think 2 points a game against the Stars. Elias Pettersson has been playing arguably his best hockey of the season. And as I see right now projected, it's that first line is Pettersson and Besser, and then we have JT Miller with Scheisen and Colson as that second unit, which is a pretty fast line. All those three guys can skate. And that fourth line for Vancouver has actually been money with DeVries, Richardson, and Dixon. I actually like Sheldon Dries for that team. I think he kind of brings that youth a bit that they need. And I'm gonna be rolling with Thatcher Demko to kind of solidify the back on the backhand against Dallas. If you shut down the Stars' first line, that's where the Stars get in trouble. If they don't get PPs, it's going to be hard for them to score. And I'm actually going to go bold with this one. I'm going to take the Vancouver Canucks minus 1.5 at plus 205 or 210.
All right. Hey, best of luck.
That's just my feeling. So best of luck to everyone. At this juncture, we just want all cash to end the season good. So hopefully we all cash tonight no matter what.
Exactly. We'll jump into Dog of the Day. Yeah, I decided to bring Finnegan in here for a little bit of a
nice.
break. I brought the video back. It's still there. But yeah, I'll bring up everything here. We can quickly take a look at the standings here. Occupancy, you're right behind Toller there. Toller did not send in a pick. So this is your chance. Melissa did send in a pick, and she's right behind you there. So we'll have to see what happens here. But yeah, good job. We'll move on along to everything here. So far, only one dog of the day, and that is Melissa that chose Ottawa. Nobody else has chosen any dogs, including myself. Occupancy, is there a dog that you like tonight?
No, not really today. Sorry.
Yeah, that's totally why it's optional, because on a card like this, it's like, And even like Weapon X, who likes Vancouver, it's minus 104. So unless you can find a plus 100.
That's technically not a dog, so that's why.
Mm-hmm.
So Weapon X, is there a dog that you like?
Yeah, I'll go with the Sens. I just won't be putting my own money at the Sens money line. Just the money line. I'll be adding Josh Norris to it, like I was saying before. But I do like him as a dog. I am fading the crap. I know they've been stealing coins, but I just like that Anton Forsberg's in Nets, and the Sens have been pretty decent. So.
All right. Over or under? I did not choose anything here. No totals that really scream out to me today. Nick went with Washington, Colorado under 7. Melissa went with Washington, Colorado over 6.5. Both are currently available, so you can take either one. And Nathan went with Calgary, Chicago over 6.5, which I also really like. And I didn't choose it, but I do like it as well. But I just didn't choose it here. Occupancy, is there a total that you like today?
Nah, I'll nah.
Hey, no worries. You're in first place in the total. So.
Yeah, even though I already have a bunch in my slip. No, I gotta give one.
Okay.
Let's go. I've already bet a couple, so yeah, give me the over 6 in the Carolina game.
Carolina/Arizona over 6.
Yo, Terry, I gotta go. I gotta go
Okay.
run some errands, but I'll put in the chat my best bets and the rest of the stuff. Okay.
Okay, and like the YouTube chat. Okay.
Yeah, right now, yeah, in the YouTube chat,
Okay.
so it's easier to get.
Alrighty. See ya.
Peace.
So Weapon X. That is Weapon X. I'll move him here. We'll get his over under when he types it in. But we'll go over here now to best bets and best parlay pieces here. I've gone back and forth on what I'm going to do, but I'm going to take Carolina in the first period, -0.5, to be leading after the first period at -112. I was considering a Carolina, Calgary, and Vegas parlay, but decided not to do that. I decided to just go with Carolina in the first period here. Best parlay piece, I'm also going to go with Carolina money line. Nick went with Carolina -3.5, +310, and he went with Carolina money line as his parlay piece. Melissa went with Calgary -1.5 as her best bet. Calgary money line as her parlay piece. And Nathan went Carolina team total over 1.5 in the first period as his best bet, and Calgary money line as his parlay piece. Occupancy, what are you thinking here for best bet and best parlay piece?
Yeah, best bet today will be the Carolina Hurricanes plus their over 6, +123. I got it on Bovada for best
That's
bet.
for the money line and the over?
Over 6, yeah.
Okay, Carolina money line plus over 6.
Yeah.
+123. All right, trying to take the lead there. I like it.
Well, in Rod we trust, right?
All right, and what are you going to do for parlay piece?
Terry, yeah. I mean, look, you get to this point in the season, and I wish, Parlay Pieces, you're so generous with what we can do with them. So I'll just keep it simple. I'll just take Vegas on the money line.
Okay. Yeah, just that's how we started it, so I didn't think there was any reason to
I'm all for it. I just, look,
I know, but
I'm not at the top. I'm definitely I don't do as good on Parlay Pieces, but I want to get better. So,
well, no, it is what it is. But some people, there were some comments saying maybe we should okay, that's an interesting parlay there for Webex's best bet. I'll have to take this in. But yeah, there were some comments saying maybe change the parlay piece. So going forward, we will definitely think about it. I'll definitely think about it.
Yeah.
For Weapon X's best bet, I'm going to have to read this off very carefully so I get it correct. He's taking Elias Lindholm from Calgary, Sebastian Aho from Carolina, and Josh Norris from Ottawa, all to score. He's taking all three on a money line or our scoring parlay at plus 1,725. So he's going ballsy today, but hey, I like it. I definitely like it, and I might actually tail him on that. Not as a best bet, but I'll definitely tail him on that as a bet. I like it. And that is it. That is the show. Oh, sorry, his best parlay piece, is McKinnon over half a point for his best parlay piece. So that is it. That is the show. Best luck to everybody tonight. Smash the subscribe button if you're new. If you enjoyed the content, hit the like button. We appreciate all the support. And we'll see you again tomorrow for other episodes of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends, Baseball and Hockey Edition. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.